Hey everyone, it is currently 1:23 in the morning. I just want to say that I'm really loving KBO baseball so far. The third inning just ended. It's still a tie game, 0-0, but the action and everything is just so different, and I love it so far. They just hit a home run right after I recorded that, so it's no longer a tie game. Alright, y'all, it's currently 2:21 in the morning. The sixth inning just wrapped up. I think I'm gonna call it for tonight. This has been really fun to watch, though. I don't even know if y'all can see me, but this has been really fun to watch. It's just late. It's late. It's 4-0, which isn't impossible to come back from, but probably not likely at this rate. KBO is really good, though. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So what you just saw there was me watching Korean baseball till about 2:30 in the morning a few days ago. And I wanted to make a quick video just kind of on my thoughts after watching it for a few days and just give you all my opinion on what I think of the whole thing. In case you didn't know, ESPN has been showing Korean baseball organization games every single day this week so far. So opening day was on Monday night / Tuesday morning. It started at midnight Central Time on Tuesday, and there was actually a rain delay, so it didn't start until 12:30, but I had never seen it before and it was really exciting to watch. As you can see here, the game I watched was the NC Dinos versus the Samsung Lions, and I gotta say I was really impressed with the whole thing. I mean, it's not anything like MLB, in certain aspects at least. They interviewed a couple people as well, and the biggest thing they said was if you watch these games looking for the same MLB experience, then you're not gonna get much excitement out of it. But if you go in with an open mind and kind of take it for what it is, then you're going to have a great time watching it, which is what I did. I had no idea what to expect. I just knew that it was going to be baseball, and that was it. I tapped out for the night after the sixth inning ended, because it was about 2:30, like I said, but I got to see all the action because all the scoring was done by the sixth inning. I don't have a team either, by the way, since this was the first time I was watching KBO. I kind of wanted to root for the Lions, but they have not won a game as of when I was recording this video. They're 0-3. I have some notes on my phone as well of just things that I kind of wanted to mention from the first game specifically. I've been watching a couple more of the replays since they've been on at 4:30 in the morning, and I don't stay up that late and don't get up that early, so I've been having to watch the replays from a little later in the day once I'm up. But a couple of the big things that I noticed and that they were talking about during that opening day was that they often play to contact, or almost exclusively play to contact. What I mean by that is there's not as many strikeouts, and pitchers don't really go for the strikeouts unless that is their strong suit. Additionally, pitchers throw a lot slower, usually upwards of 92, unless they are a foreign player, as in from America or wherever else, which we're a lot more accustomed here in MLB to throwing upwards of 100, 105 even, for guys like Jordan Hicks and Aroldis Chapman. Also, bullpen use is pretty much in the 5th or 6th inning. In this game, both starters went 6 innings, 91 pitches and 97 pitches respectively. And while Baek Jung-hyun, I think I said that right, didn't do all that well, I liked his stuff. He had some nice stuff, got 5 strikeouts. And then Ruchinski, who is a former MLB pitcher, got 6 strikeouts. He walked 4 though, so he was a little wild on the night. But he also had some good stuff too. And he threw a lot harder since he was from MLB. Some other big things I wanted to talk about. A lot of the players had ads on their uniforms, helmets, jerseys, whatever else. Kind of more like NBA, but it was almost closer to NASCAR where they just have patches and logos all over. And I'll put up a picture of it if I can find one. Many of the players don't always check swing. They kind of just stick with the pitch and do a little pirouettes and spins, that kind of stuff, which is really cool and kind of interesting. I'll put up a little clip of that as well. And then really just some other KBO stuff. Obviously, all these teams are corporate owned, Samsung, LG, companies like that. They had mascots and cheerleaders all in the stands, still celebrating even though there's no fans, which I'd love to watch a game with fans. I might have to look up an old game on YouTube or something, but I'm sure the environment is amazing. Of course, the bat flips. I don't really need to say anything about that. While this was the first KBO game that I watched, I did know that they do a lot of bat flips and they go all out. And then just some stuff related to the league that I found interesting. They do 144 games. They have 10 teams in 8 total cities. There's a universal DH. Games tie after 12 innings, and the top 5 teams at the end of the season go on to the postseason. There's a wild card game between the 4th and the 5th seed as well. The most interesting thing though is if you have the best record in the regular season, you automatically go to the Korea Series, which is the equivalent of our World Series. That'd be really nice for a team as well if you can just basically take 1 or 2 weeks off completely to just rest up your players. stay a little conditioned, but not wear out those arms, which that is also why they usually pull their pitchers after 5 or 6 innings, because they don't want them to wear out their arms. It's a totally different culture over there in terms of just baseball and the whole country itself. And then, of course, due to recent events, they had to have all the players not on the field wear masks. Umpires wore masks. First base coaches wore masks and gloves. They were checking temperatures twice a day. They discouraged high fives, and you can't spit on the field or anywhere else for that matter. Also, for me, it felt a lot faster watching these KBO games compared to watching a 3-hour MLB game. I think these lasted about the same. I don't know if it says on this website. Okay, so the game time was 2 hours and 47 minutes. I believe the MLB average was about 3 hours and 2 minutes for 2019, something around there. So that'd be a relatively quick game if it happened in MLB. I think the biggest reason for that is I didn't see a lot of mound visits. I saw one in the 6 innings that I watched. And in between pitches, there's not like a whole, I'm going to check the runners, I'm going to kick some dirt, I'm going to do whatever. They just kind of go set, maybe glance over at the runner, and then throw. They don't have a pitch clock or anything like that though, but what they do have that's interesting, they have an outs counter above the batter, kind of where the announcers roughly would be in a normal MLB stadium. And for those in the infield and outfield, you can kind of see how many outs there are and you won't forget, which that's a little nice thing because you can see the countless compilations on YouTube of players forgetting how many outs there are. And if you have something like that, you can't really make an excuse for it. Overall, though, I'm really glad ESPN has been doing this broadcast. They didn't have to at all, but it's really nice to give the fans some baseball while we're still waiting for MLB to finalize their decisions. Also, it was kind of cool to see Aaron Altherr, who used to be on the Phillies, play in this game, as well as Tyler Saladino, who used to be on the White Sox, I believe. I don't remember what team he is on either, but Daeho Lee still plays baseball in the KBO. Rangers fans might remember him from 2016 when he would just smash home runs off of Rangers pitching in any game. We played against the Mariners for a little while there. One more thing I'd like to add is these players in the KBO also have extremely good defensive skills. I think there might have been one error. Let me check on that. Yeah, one error in the whole game. Not that MLB guys suck at defense, but these guys, within the first inning, they were making, catches along the lines at the warning track and making some nice defensive plays at third base, cross diamond, all that stuff. But that's about all I have for this video, guys. Let me know if you've been watching the KBO at all and what you think of it. I think ESPN should show this every year because the time slots are so late at night that it wouldn't be conflicting with any baseball games. And then you can just show the replays, when there's no baseball on. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed and I'll talk to y'all later.